Dear students, today I am going to explain you the conjunctions. The conjunctions are connecting words. This I suppose you all have read in previous classes also. Conjunctions are connecting or joining words. These words that join other words, that join phrases or clause of the same sentence. So those are connecting words. For example, here you can see all and sundry are welcome at my humble dwelling. You and I are true friends. We can either play chess or enjoy a movie. Sumitra's heart was full of sorrow, yet she did not express it. So in these sentences, simply you can identify these words and, either, or, yet, but, and why. These are used as connecting words. These are connecting two different words like you and I, different clauses, uh, like in fourth and fifth sentence, or phrases like third sentence, we can either play or enjoy a movie. So simply these are joining two parts. Those part can be two words, those part can be two phrases or clauses. So these are conjunctions. Okay, and few points to remember. Conjunctions are not linked or connected with objects. They are simply connecting to words, phrase or clause, and like adjective or adverb, they do not describe or qualify any word or the subject of the sentence. And some conjunctions are single words, some can be used in pairs, like either or, not only but also, like this. Some can be in pairs also. Now, kinds of sentences. There are basically two kinds of sentences: coordinating conjunctions and subordinating conjunctions. Okay, now coordinating and subordinating. Simply, first, what are coordinating? Coordinating conjunctions are those words which join two or more words or clauses of equal rank or equal status. Okay, so coordinate means something which is equal in the status, equal in the level. And subordinate, if in simple term you get the meaning of subordinate, means something, someone who works under somebody. So it is not of equal rank, so it is under something, under somebody, so it is subordinate. For example, teachers are subordinate of principals, but two teachers are coordinate to each other because they are of equal status. And for a principal, a teacher is a subordinate because he works under it. Okay, he is not independent. So that way you can understand. Again, I am going back to coordinating. So when two words or two clauses, those we are joining with the conjunction, and those are equally important in the sentence, then we will call that conjunction coordinating conjunction. For example, Ram and Lakshman remained in the exile for 14 years. My friends come to see me every day, but I rarely visit them. The host treated the guest cordially and amiably. Now, in these sentences, you can see, and first sentence, Ram and Lakshman. In this sentence, Ram and Lakshman, these two words are joined with the conjunction and Ram and Lakshman both have equal importance in the sentence. Okay, so the conjunction is joining two words of equal status. In the second sentence, my friends come to see me every day, but I rarely visit them. Now here also two clauses are joined with but. The first clause is my friend come to see me every day. Second clause, I rarely visit them. Okay, they both can make two separate sentences. That's why both are again equally important in the sentence. and the host treated the guest cordially and amiably. Cordially means very heartily, amiably means happily. So both are equal words here, both have its equal importance in the sentence. So when this is happening means the conjunction is joining two words or two parts of equal status, that is coordinating conjunction. Okay, so and, for, but, still, or, else, also, yet, either, or, neither, nor, these are commonly used coordinating conjunctions. Okay, we can again divide these coordinating conjunction into four kinds. There can be four types of coordinating conjunctions. Those are cumulative or copulative, adversative, disjunctive or alternative, and elative. Now one by one, that what are these? Cumulative or copulative, simply they combine one statement with another statement. The whole statement is combined, it is not single part but the statement. Like example, you can see the mother fondled her child and the child cried in joy. Now here we will say this conjunction and is a cumulative or copulative conjunctions of coordinating conjunction of cumulative type, because it is simply combining one statement. My mother fondled her child, the mother fondled her child, this is one statement. The child cried in joy, this is another statement. So joining two statements. The second, the officer issued an order and the employees carried it out. Again two statements are here which are joined with and. So this case is cumulative. Adversative, simply ad means opposite. When two opposite things, opposite ideas are joined, like something happening but other thing is somewhat opposite in the meaning, like Rajan made his best efforts but failed in his endeavor. The pianist was playing at high decibels, yet I could not hear. So two opposite things are happening. Adversative conjunction means joining opposite things, opposite ideas. Like Rajan made best effort, one thing, but the opposite thing is he failed. So opposite thing happening. The pianist was playing at high decibel means very high sound he was playing, yet I could not hear. So opposite thing happening. So when two opposite ideas are joined with the conjunction, that is adversative conjunction. Now third one is disjunctive or alternative. Alternate, simply giving you alternate. Alternate means choice. When you have to pick one choice out of given, like either or, neither nor, else. These are conjunction which give you choice, like either he or she, neither I nor him, I else he or she. So whenever you are using them, you have to pick up one alternative. So it is offering you a choice or alternative. That's why it is called alternative conjunction or disjunctive conjunction. And at last, elative conjunction. Elative conjunctions are normally they tell you ki, what is the conclusion or what is the result of something happening. Okay, for example, you can see winters have set in, therefore we need woolen clothes. Your examination is quite close, hence you need to work very hard. So therefore and hence, how we are using them? They are expressing the conclusion ki okay, winters have come, therefore we need. So as a result or as a conclusion, we need woolen clothes. Exam is close, hence you need to work hard. So the other part which has been joined with this is a conclusion of the first part. So when the conjunction is expressing this, it is called elative conjunction. So but remember, these all four are coordinating conjunctions. Okay, and at last, subordinating. As I told, subordinating are which are under something, means which are not free in themselves, like they join the main clause with the dependent clause, means when one part is depending on the other part. For example, she said that she was not keeping good health. Now she said is one part, that she was not keeping good health is the another part. Okay, now if you see in this sentence, there are two clauses or two parts. First is she said, second is that she was not keeping good health. Now the second part is depending on the first part. Without the first part, the second does not have its own complete meaning. When you say that she was not keeping good health, it is incomplete. So it is depending on the other part. That's why this is dependent clause, and it is joined with the main clause with that. Say in second sentence, you can see they went to the library after they were free from their classes. Now the first part is independent, they went to the library, it is independent, it can make complete sentence. But the second part, after they were free from their classes, now this is incomplete without the first. You cannot say after they were free from their classes, then what? So it is incomplete in sense, in the meaning. So it is again dependent on the first part. So this way these clauses are joining the dependent part or dependent clause to the main clause or to the main part. That's why we call them subordinating conjunction, because these conjunctions are joining the dependent or subordinative clause. Dependent clause is also called subordinate clause. It's same, dependent means subordinate. So these are subordinating conjunctions. There are many kinds of subordinative conjunctions, you will read in detail later on. Okay, but for now it's enough. Now you have this activity to do. You will do this. Here you will have to fill the coordinating conjunctions only. Okay, only coordinating conjunctions, and what type of, it is given in the bracket. Okay. Ranjana is intelligent, hardworking. Here you have to use cumulative conjunction. So cumulative, as I told you, simple conjunctions like and, both, as well as, not only but also, these are cumulative. So what can be used here? Ranjana is not only intelligent but also hardworking. Ranjana is both intelligent and hardworking. These can be correct answers. Okay, so in the same manner you have to do this. I will be sending this exercise with this video also. Please try to do that. Okay, and if you have any doubt, keep them noted and you can ask me in the live class. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you. Bye bye.